Welcome to Gio and Chris. Tonight we are here at the Villisca Axe Murder House. And for those who do not know, the Villisca Axe Murder House was actually a tragic event that happened in the early 1900s where a group of 8 people were brutally murdered in this very home. Now the reason why we are here is because you guys got us to 1,000 subscribers and we created a poll sometime last year saying where you would like us to spend the 2 nights at a haunted location, and the Villisca Axe Murder House won. And that poll is officially down now, so we are here going to spend 48 hours. So I guess for the remainder of the video, Chris and I are gonna group investigate the entire house, and later tonight we're gonna spin a wheel to see who will be attempting to spend the night alone for night 1. I'm ready for this terrifying night or what? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Stillinger room. For those who don't know, basically this is where the 2 guest girls stayed that night. And yeah, we are here in this room. We have devices set up. We have 2 cat balls right there. We're gonna use a dead bell, REM pod, music box, and we're gonna use spirit talkers. Once we start up these devices, let's see what answers we get in this room this time, or what? Right. Last time we came with Arlene, but this time Gio and Chris are alone. Alright guys, once again, this is our first investigation in here. And what we usually do, we're going to introduce ourselves. For the spirits in here or in this house, my name is Gio.
My name is Chris.
And we are here tonight. We're going to be here for 2 nights. But we're not here to harm you, and we're not here to disrespect you. We're just here on a return again. I don't know if you remember us, but we came here before. And we're just here to try to find more answers. And I guess get to know you a little better. Alright, dead bell set. I'm gonna turn on the music box. REM pod's on too.
We got a couple of cat balls on this bed where the Stillinger sisters were laying in before they were brutally murdered by an axe.
Said pocket knife.
Pocket knife?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What?
Because the last guy that was in here, that slept in here, that did his own alone times, he had that pocket knife and stabbed himself in the leg. Remember Johnny was telling us about that story once?
Oh yeah.
And that's crazy because I was in this room that happened.
And he was alone in the house?
And he wasn't alone in the house. We do not have a pocket knife. Not on us. We will not bring that type of equipment with us for that reason.
The demonic realm?
The demonic realm? Is that specifically in this room? Is that what you're referring to? This room is the demonic realm? Is there something evil in this room? That's 1 for no, 2 for yes.
Yeah, so for the dead bell, like Chris said, 2 dings for yes, 1 ding for no, for answers.
We got cat balls on the bed. Could you play with one of those cat balls? You just gotta go up to them and touch them, and they'll set off. They will not harm you. No.
Listener?
Listener?
Yeah.
So you're a listener, you're not a talker? If you're a good listener, could you tap this bell 2 times? Could you make it ding ding twice for us? 2 times, Mr. Listener or Mrs. Listener? We'll give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. What did I say?
Practically.
Practically.
Is there any way you could tell us a little bit more about that night?
Back in June.
But if you don't, we understand. We understand this. We understand horrible tragedies happened in this house. Dusty attic. The attic is literally dusty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it has all the dolls in there.
Yeah, when we went up there earlier for like B-rolls, literally you can see all that dust.
Trippy.
Disease.
Disease.
Storage.
Storage. I was gonna say mine hasn't said anything.
It's my origin.
It's my origin.
Dusty attic, it's my origin.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way you could give us a name? You haven't really given us a name yet. What is your name?
So we know who we're communicating with. We give you our names. No.
Bentley?
Bentley?
Yeah.
Well, Bentley, if that's truly your name, it's nice to meet you. It goes back to heat. No, your name's not Bentley? Can you give us another name?
1900s.
1900s.
Agree.
Agree.
1900 is when the murders took place, or what?
Mm-hmm.
Take over.
What are you trying to take over? It's crazy because like how yours just said knife earlier, or pocket knife or whatever it said.
Yeah.
And then the reason he stabbed himself or whatever is because they claim that his body was taken over.
Oh, right. Forgot how small this house is, but then again, like, you know how in that time period, how everyone was a lot smaller back then?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Two for yes.
Even the family was also, like, short.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're, like, literally both geared up right now, because it is, like, mad cold outside. It's, like, literally snowing. Like, when we came here, it was, like, another winter storm that was hitting the Midwest, or is currently hitting the Midwest. And we're pretty much trapped here if it snows a lot at the Axe Murder House. And screwed, because when we go back, I literally have to call in for work. And this, I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know, pray for us, please. But by the time you guys are watching this video, we made it out alive.
Hopefully. You were setting off that music box. If we turn it back on, would you continue to play with it, but step away when we ask you to step away? So we could ask you questions of yes and no, preferably.
So just turn it back on or what?
Yeah, see if it quiet downs a bit. Worst case scenario, if we gotta go change the batteries, then we can change the batteries.
Yeah.
Perfect. So thank you. So if you understood that and you're listening to us, could you go ahead and step in front of that music box for us? Let it play for a couple of seconds and then step away. No. Was the person or entity that was standing in front of that box that they leave?
Are you hiding somewhere in this house? Do you want us to make our way upstairs? If so, could you set off that dead bell on the floor twice? Dining room?
Dining room? Oh, the noise is in a dining room?
Yeah, it's literally
That was
over,
that kitchen.
literally out here, like that room over there.
Right around the corner outside of this room.
Yeah. Are you in the dining room? If so, can you make your way into this room? Set off this device on the floor in front of the doorway? Please and thank you.
A house.
A house?
A house?
Oh, my house.
My house?
So is this Joe?
I mean, it can be because, like, spirits coming back to their home.
I mean, it can be Joe, it can be the wife, it can be the kids.
Yeah.
But we understand now that it was June 9th, 1912. when the axe murders had happened? Was it a residual haunting that happens here? That is keep on playing in a loop at a certain time throughout the night? No. Does it only happen on June 9th? Does it happen every other day? Certain time periods like full moons? Does that give you energy to communicate more?
I think we should move upstairs or what?
Yeah, okay, upstairs, that's fine.
Metal.
Start in the
Mental?
metal.
Oh.
Start in the girls' room. Or their kids' rooms, the 4 kids' rooms.
Yeah.
Then move over to probably the parents' room and then end off in the attic.
Yeah, we can.
Alright then, ladies and gentlemen. Haven't really got very much activity over here. Had music box go off for a while, but whatever was there looked like it officially stepped away. REM pod hasn't went off besides temperature change, aka heat. Cat balls haven't went off yet either. The necrometers, necrometers, whatever you would like to refer them as, haven't went off yet either. Head upstairs and make it to the Moore family kids room, or the Moore kids room, which once again there was 4 of them that sat in that one room. So I say let's head down that direction and see if we could get up.
Get us.
Get us.
Yeah.
Or you want us to get you from the room so we could try to protect you from the axe murderer? Get us, like, get us help, like,
Yeah.
come help us.
Yeah, come get us.
Yeah, come get us. All right, if these are the Moore kids, we're coming upstairs to come get you, come communicate with you.
Yeah, like we said, we're here for 2 nights and we have a lot of hours ahead of us so far, and we're gonna see what activity we capture on this return once again. And you know what's like special about like this location?
What's that?
Because when we first came here, this was our first ever location we recorded on a night vision camcorder.
Oh yeah.
And we're here about a year, 2 later, year and a half.
Right, but even then we're still pretty new to it and still using the light here and there. Instead of going full night vision, we're still using lights here and there.
Yeah.
So now we just
Like
pretty much got used to night and
Like-
started doing complete lights out every night.
Yeah, like this is what we're seeing right now. Because REM pod's right there in that closet area. Yeah, they can't see pitch black. But yeah, let's go upstairs, shut off these devices and
Make our way up. Is there any way you could set off that cat ball again for us? Thank you.
Right after you said it or what?
Right. Thank you for setting off that cat ball. We greatly appreciate that.
But yeah, like Chris said before heading up here, this is where the Moore children slept. Josiah Moore and Sarah's Moore children, and they were brutally murdered here. And again, like one of the famous suspects, like everyone knows pretty much, is Reverend Kelly. Like how he entered the home that night, and everyone pretty much in that time period left their doors unlocked. And the Moore family was attending a church event, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
That night, coming up here with an axe, and then murdering the parents first, because the parents were easily...
The bigger threat.
Yeah. And then he came inside this room, murdered children, and then saved Stillinger girls for last.
Then proceeded to come back upstairs again and brutally murder some more.
Yeah.
For the parents.
Yeah, probably like one of the famous markings here is that axe, because the killer swung the axe, and that's when he...
There's a marking here as well. And that marking is somewhere here somewhere. Where is it at? Oh, there it is, right there. There's the axe mark there. You can see that there. And then, of course, we got the cat ball going back off again.
But yeah. And then the other story being the suspect, I guess you could say at this point, he was hiding in the attic, and he came out of that attic. Was hiding there the entire time while the Moore family was at the church, which is like literally across the, pretty much up the street, right?
And it's like 2 blocks down, yeah.
Yeah. We drove by it earlier. He was hiding in there, came supposedly smoking cigarette, because that's when the police eventually found like cigarette butts on the floor. And that's when he started killing. So, right, if there's children spirits, there's cat balls on the bed. They just light up colors like they are right now. And just feel free to touch them. They won't harm you. They just make colors such as this one that's lighting up right now. And also, like last time when we were investigating up here, because the very first time we came
Which one's
here,
lighting?
this one.
This one's not lighting up on this bed over here.
We appreciate you for setting off that cat ball. It means that you listened to what I told you to do.
It's a malicious entity.
It's a malicious entity.
It's a malicious entity.
That one's setting off now.
Now this one's going off too, so we got 2 of them going off
It's
now.
actually crazy because like cat balls are like known to have like require a lot of energy because you literally have to like
Lucky charm.
It's a lucky charm.
literally have to physically press that cat ball to set
Like
it off.
push it. And like so the one on the right went off last second, and this one's still going.
But yeah, I was gonna say
And the one
like,
over here is already turned off
when we came here
For the wrong reasons.
for the wrong reasons.
for the wrong reasons. It's setting off for the wrong reasons.
Right?
But yeah, we set up this REM pod last year right here near the attic or in front of the attic. So I'm gonna do the same thing.
That one went off again.
Appointment.
Appointment. What type of appointment are you speaking of?
False.
False.
What's going on?
Yep, REM pod's going off.
Right, so we do
Dowsing
have dowsing rods that I used here last time. First time ever when we first came here. But
And
now,
this time we own a set or what?
yeah. Because we got them from where?
Originally we did get it from Johnny Hauser
Yeah.
from the US Ghost Adventures.
From ghostdaddy.com.
Ghostdaddy.com.
Link in bio. But yeah, we have those. We can use them later for sure. And the REM pod set off moments ago. If there's a spirit out there, could you set off that red device on the floor? Like that creep.
Cat ball behind you. Whoop.
Please.
That's the first time that we had that one turn off today.
Turn on.
Or turn on, yeah, sorry. Thank you for setting off that cat ball in that corner. We do greatly appreciate that.
They literally all have turned on.
Literally.
Except the death marble. Same thing as a cat ball. Personal empowerment.
Personal empowerment.
Same thing as a cat ball, it just lasts longer.
Could you get closer to that REM pod for us? That's just a heat sensor. Could you get closer so it could go off and put different colors up? Again.
To spread lies. No, I don't know if it could. Divining. I'm gonna set this here on the floor. Evil follows.
Evil follows.
Yeah.
So you know what's crazy?
What?
Is like he allegedly hid in that closet, right? Like he hid in this closet that's in this corner here. And right before we got up here, it said to get us, like come up in ways to like kind of save us in a way. And then it makes me wonder, like since he went like for the parents first over there, and then when he came over here, this was the first target, and this is the first cat ball that went off. And then this was the second target, and this was the second cat ball that went off on this one here.
Yeah.
And then the one behind you would have been the third target because it's further from these two. And that was the last one that went off.
Like the order of the killings?
Yeah, and like order of the killings, like it's a residual killing. Because like how does it go off on this bed first here? And has it went off very much after that? And then it went to this one, and this one started going off. Where's this cat ball? Okay, somewhere here. And then that cat ball behind you started going off.
Yeah.
and these two haven't went off once that one went off. So it makes it seem like it's the order of, you know, what could have happened of the murders.
Sometimes that happens.
And
too.
then this keeps on going off over here, like for heat, like something maybe may have exit.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the AC or
Heater.
the heater on, so there's no way that heat could be rising because it's negative 10 degrees outside, if even that.
Probably. Yeah.
With
And
snow on the
snow
floor. Yeah.
And
So
wind on top of that, so it feels mad colder.
yeah.
So it said farmyards.
Farmyards?
Before you were explaining that.
Uh-huh.
And then
Oh.
it said at the home.
You know what?
Don't go.
You know
I'm
what's-
getting chills, honestly.
So what's crazy about that? The farmyard, the Stillingers lived on a farm.
Oh yeah.
That like the Stillinger girls were only here because they were here staying with their friend, one of the girls that were
They
up
just
here.
decided to spend the night that night that it
Right.
happened.
So I guess the story behind that was they all walked over here.
Through the darkness.
They walked over here through the darkness because the lights were cut off. Like remember, the electricity was shut off, so like the whole street lights and all that was dark. And they walked all the way over here from the church, and the Stillingers stayed here because they would have to walk to their parents' home, and they didn't want to do that, so they were supposed to stay here till the next morning, and then their parents were supposed to come by and pick them up the next morning. Oh no, their teacher was supposed to actually pick them up and then take them over there to their home the next morning. From what the story was said onto that, so like that's pretty crazy.
Time loops.
Time loops.
Time loops. As we're sitting here speaking about how the killings, it was literally a time loop. Like they're stuck in a residual time loop.
Yeah, and that's all I was gonna say too earlier. Like, I think that pretty sure that's what happened last time we came here. Like we set up devices, and like the spirit or like the residual energy, like when on the night that it happened, it kind of goes back in that time period, and it kind of like does the same things that
Like a residual
yeah,
would do. Yeah.
like when you use equipment or
That's
like when you're trying to
crazy.
communicate with something.
Right. That's trippy, honestly, because like cat balls haven't went off once yet. It makes me wonder if we would have put a cat ball over in the parents' bed, like if we would have seen the lights glowing over there, like going off.
I mean, I have more.
Do we?
Yeah.
But like that's what I don't know. I don't know if it's like in the time loop during that time. What'd you say?
Yeah, seasons.
Seasons.
We're in like peak winter right now.
Right, winter season.
Yeah. I'm gonna be setting off the REM pod possibly if I go here. I guess not.
Right.
That scared me. Go ahead.
You said Wyatt?
Wyatt,
Wyatt from Twin Paranormal. Alright, Joe and Sarah Moore. If you could use your energy and set off this
Empty
catwalk.
area.
Empty area.
Empty area. Feel free to set off this cat ball right here. It won't harm you. But yeah, like we said, like how back then they were short. Staircase is like at least like knee high. If there's taller people, like probably like fibula high. I took anatomy, don't even try me.
Don't hit me.
Fibula, tibula, like basically like middle of the leg, kind of like ankle area. But
So one thing we did also forget to mention as well, in the last room, if you notice through all the mirrors, if you guys are not familiar
1800s.
with the Axe Murder House, every single mirror in this home is covered with the bed sheet.
and why? Because the suspect, the night of the killing, he covered the mirrors because he didn't want to like really see himself performing such crimes.
I thought they said it was after he performed them and couldn't bear to look at himself.
Yeah, it was after. Yeah, he did that because he didn't want to. He didn't want to. Was it a he? I mean,
Well, I mean, we don't know.
what if it was a she this whole time?
Exactly. It could have been a she, it could have been a he, like we
Headboard.
headboard.
But yeah, like
Ooh.
I cherish the memories. And when you're in this house, like you always get like for me personally, you can like feel like some sort of like sadness to it, and like a lot of like mind manipulation, especially how dark it is in this house.
Pictures of revenge.
Echoes of Revenge.
This one said 6.
6.
Yeah,
And there were 6 children.
yeah.
Because there was 4 that were up here and then 2 downstairs.
6 children, 2
6
adults.
children, 2 adults, 8 total people. That's crazy. Is that what you're referring to as the 6 children? If so, there's 3 cat balls on these beds. Feel free to light one of those cat balls up to the one that is speaking with us. It'd have been nice.
Jesse.
It'd have been nice to know, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure someone knows out there, like, which one
You
was
are
in
not welcome.
which one was in each bed. That started going off. But it also said you were not welcome.
We got Boyd Moore.
That was
Paul.
the one of the boy. Okay, so Boyd was the youngest one.
He was 7.
Yeah, so he would have been in this crib. So this would have been Boyd Moore.
Paul Moore was 5.
And then what is the girls?
Herman Moore was 11, and Catherine Moore was 10. So the youngest was Paul Moore.
Okay, so the youngest was Paul. So it was 3 boys and 1 girl?
Yeah, three boys, 1 girl, yeah.
Okay, so the girl definitely was in this bed here. Because she would have been sleeping alone. And then the other 2 older boys would have been here. And then the baby boy would have been in that crib.
Yeah.
Would have been the way that I would look at it, or I would see it as. So it was Catherine Moore, Boyd Moore, Paul Moore, and what was the other one?
Herman Moore.
Herman?
Hitchhiker.
Hitchhiker.
Hitchhiker? A hitchhiker's the one that did it?
Yeah. That might be the wind, but yeah, like.
What do you mean the wind?
Like I think
Oh,
yeah.
like what you were hearing?
Yeah. Like we said, hitchhiker, traveling serial killer,
Reverend,
Reverend Kelly,
shoemaker.
A lot of suspects. It's crazy that no one knows exactly who did them, but there's a lot of videos and evidence out there that could eventually lead up to who exactly has a higher chance of doing the killings.
Been like different theories and shit right now.
Yeah.
That was out there. I mean, no one really knew because, I mean, by the time that the police officers got out here, or the investigators, the detectives, they came all the way down from Kansas City. So, you know, a Kansas City drive to over here to Iowa. I mean, that's a pretty good little drive. I mean, it was probably, almost 2-hour drive, if even that. Maybe hour and a half, something like that. I don't know the exact mileage, but, I mean, going from Kansas City to here, and then by the time you get here, you see literally the whole town coming in and out of this house from the axe murders, you know?
Yeah.
Like, literally the whole town was in here touching the axe and literally cleaning and touching everything up inside this building. That's
why they couldn't find the suspect.
Right. So, like, the suspect could have came in here himself or herself and was, you know, being a part of it and cleaning up their tracks, you know? Like, maybe if they left something, it was like, oh shit, I can't believe I actually left this, and then picked it up, and then boom, just got rid of some evidence, you know?
Yeah. Chris and I came here November 2024 because we were planning to come down here to the Axe Murder House, and during that time we were filming content for 2025. Yeah, we came here to the Villisca Axe Murder House because that was during the time we went to Sally House and Squirrel Cage, pretty much.
Coming from Squirrel Cage to Sally House, yeah.
Yeah. And when we came here, do you remember what we got?
For what we got up here?
Yeah, we came up here inside this room.
And like how it says, trying to possess the weak.
Yeah, because during that time, like, you were sick.
Mm-hmm. And we came during the day during that time, because, you know, I wanted to try to catch up with caretaker Johnny at the time.
How we came here in March and it was mad cold, and we're here in February and it's mad cold, or what?
Right. I think February is more of their winter time. Because in March last year, I mean, it wasn't even snow on the ground. It was just super cold.
Yeah.
And now it's super cold with snow on the ground.
But it's not as cold as Edinburgh, Manor. Shit, like, you literally might as well just investigate outside, or what?
For real. It's like, if you guys go to that location, make sure you dress warm.
Go in the
And
summertime.
during the winter, yeah. Or go during the summertime for sure.
Or fall.
I don't know how they allow investigations in the winter with no heat.
That's like, I literally, like, could have gotten frostbite. And we're wearing thermals, like, and they're still
Thermal
cold.
socks, thermal shirts,
Yeah,
thermal
like,
pants.
So we look bigger than usual.
Right.
But, yeah. Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you want us to go inside the attic?
Cuts.
So once again, this is like, it just tells me like my theory was pretty much correct with that, because cat balls had yet to go off anymore since we like laid them down.
And when we laid them down, it's literally like the little kids went first, the one right here to my left second, the big one over there third.
Yeah.
Like, it almost makes you think if that was the order of what the axe murderer came in and actually did the killings in.
Yeah. Knock on it.
Knock on it.
I don't know. Kind of excited to see what happens in the alones.
Mm-hmm.
Because not a lot of people who come here. I mean, there's some people who investigate this place alone, but like, I mean, we haven't tried it yet. I mean, I did last time for a couple minutes, but like tonight we're spending the entire night. One of us is spending the entire night tonight, and tomorrow night the other person. But yeah, I was gonna say like how we were speaking of the Sally house, 508, both houses are the same address. What would be like so cool if you guys are down to watch is that maybe sometime in the future one of us can stay here alone in the Axe Murder house while the other's in Atchison, Kansas, spending the night at the Sally house, like one-on-one, like investigating same time. One's like literally mad far away, the other person's at a different location, you know? Think it's a good time to move inside the attic or what?
Yeah, we could do that. But yeah, we'll catch you guys up here in the attic.
Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the attic right now. Insanely cold or what?
Mad cold.
Like we literally, before starting up the camera right now, like Chris was saying that it's starting, like snow is starting to come in. I don't know if you can see it through night vision, but with
Can't really tell,
with the main light on, you can literally see like small flakes.
Coming into this attic, yeah.
So like the attic, cat balls going off in the room, you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
Oh, in the kids' room?
Yeah. And it's weird that it's going off now. Because...
Wait, is that the train or when?
Yeah, that's the train. It's literally the train. That's what I'm saying. It's weird that it's going off now.
Every single time, like when we were up here doing the Estes method, I went under. Arlene and Chris were here asking questions. The train would go off constantly during this time. And it's pretty early in the night. We have one more hour before one of us is going to be spending the night alone here for night one once again. But yeah, I was going to refer to the doll. God, that train is like literally like rolling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was going to refer to the doll. That doll right there is the trigger object pretty much. It has a lot of residual energy towards it. But as you could tell, that doll, like it has some broken pieces to it because Johnny told us when we came here a couple months ago that investigators came up here and started to pretty much provoking things and disrespecting items such as like that doll, which is dumb. Like really, why would you disrespect like an item like that or like anything in general? Like why be disrespectful? We literally forgot how small it was in here. Like again, there's so many nails here. But yeah, Chris is gonna go under this time. I'm gonna be the one asking questions. And we have a music box on by that like small entrance facing that way. And I'm gonna use necrometer.
Necrometer?
Yeah.
Necrometer?
Yeah. Necrometer. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but. Already going off or what? Music box is calibrating.
That's not calibration anymore.
Yeah. As Chris is setting up, I'm gonna turn on my necrometer.
You're doing a necrometer?
Yeah. The train is still going out there.
Is it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I can't.
If you don't mind stepping away from that music box really fast. I guess, never mind. I'm gonna shut off the music box because I'm gonna shut this off real quick. Let's have a conversation through Chris right here. Feel free to tell him any words He will repeat.
And
He will repeat the words that you tell him. So feel free to do so.
trouble.
What do you mean by end trouble?
It's loud.
What's loud? The train? Who's frightened? Are you frightened?
Yeah.
Why are you frightened?
Something look.
Something look what? Who am I speaking with? Could you give me a name, please? So cold.
Exactly.
Exactly what?
It's like I said, REM pod.
REM pod? There's a red device on the floor. Could you set off that REM pod? It'll make colors and it'll make sound, but it won't harm you. REM pod's like changing temperature. It's like insanely windy outside right now. Why don't you want me to leave just yet?
I thought I said loser.
Who's a loser?
Me?
Can you tell me why are you a loser?
No.
Why not?
Here.
Are you here in this attic? Body found. Whose body was found?
It's not enough.
What is not enough?
And
And again.
thief.
Thief.
Keep talking.
Keep talking. Alright, so
I swear it said Christopher.
Chris said his name, his own name, and it said a ghost. So, are you referring to the man in front of me that has a blindfold? Are you referring to that man?
Beside him.
You're beside Christopher? Once again, can you give me your name, please? My name is Gio. What's yours? That's actually crazy because tonight is a full moon, but like just the wind
Calm.
calm. I am pretty calm right now. I'm just really cold because it's the wind outside and it's really cold outside. Like the wind is just picking up and has been picking up more and more.
Static noise got mad loud.
Static noise got mad loud. Could you keep feeding Christopher some more words so I can understand what exactly you want to talk about? I know you said body found.
Hide.
Are you hiding? Is this
Please.
Are you Reverend Kelly?
Get out.
Why do you want me to get out?
Leave.
But why?
Stay out.
Stay out where? Show face? Who are you referring to right now? I don't know why Chris is breathing heavily. I don't know because it's colder or what. Like I said, we have a device on the floor that has a red light that is right here next to these dolls. Feel free to set that device off.
Heard him.
Heard him.
Protect.
Who are you trying to protect? Again, guys, this is what I'm seeing right now.
He's under.
He's under. Yeah, Chris is under the Estes method.
Need help?
Do I need help? Are you saying if I need help?
Go on.
Go on with what?
Here?
You're smiling? Can you tell me why are you smiling? Shit. Can you tell me why are you smiling?
Something sleeping?
One. Sleeping. Oh no. Wait, are you breathing heavy because of the coldness or what?
Yeah.
Mad cold. Of course, guys, we set alarms because in about roughly half an hour, one of us is going to be spending the rest of the night here alone. But before the timer went out.
Stay with you?
Yeah, before the timer set off, it said smiling, one, burn down, loud, stay with you. Yeah, one of us is going to be in here inside the whole house alone, and the other one's going to be
Sleeping in the cot.
yeah, in the safe house or barn, farm barn.
My story needs to be told?
Yeah. That is why we are here. To tell your story to the viewers. Or to the world. Everyone who comes down here is pretty much trying to have a deeper understanding of what exactly happened that night of June 9th, 1912. I don't know, we're gonna take pretty much a break right now, warm up. Again, like last time we were here, try to warm up every time or what?
We got 2 days here now, so.
Yeah. We're for sure gonna charge up equipment, get ready for who's gonna spend the night here for night one alone in the house. Handgun?
No. I got one. Not on me, but I do have one. And I will not bring it in this place.
Hell no.
Especially with all the manipulation and all that, like how they
Yeah.
said. Let's get the spinner thing ready to find out who's going to spend the first night here alone for 12 whole hours inside of Villisca's Axe Murder House. Pretty much this wraps up the day one video. Stay tuned for next week's video where either you see myself or Gio going first.
Now that we're charged up in here, came back inside upstairs and then we actually went live on TikTok.
We do greatly appreciate y'all. But if you guys didn't see that, follow our TikTok. Hit the bell notification for all notifications onto that. So when we do go live at these locations, you guys will be the first ones to see what location we are currently at and part of the investigations that we are doing. Unfortunately, this was our first time going live on TikTok, so we did not know like how it was all going to go down, how it was all going to work, how we were going to film it, things like that. We do want to make it to where we could go lights out here and there and then do more TikTok / YouTube at the same time. But yeah,
For now or what?
Yeah, for now, exactly. So, and you know, try to gain some subscribers, some fans, try to get some followers from TikTok and some subscribers for YouTube. So that way we could try to grow our name a little bit bigger into this ghost hunting community, because there is a lot of you fans out there that love ghost hunting content, and we try to bring that to you guys without all the bullshit and all that other good fun stuff. So we do want to bring y'all along. So during that TikTok, we did go live like Gio said. During that live, we announced who's going to be doing the alone sessions first. So they got the first sneak peek of that. So if you were part of that, you know who went first.
What the hell was that?
Let them know. Hello?
So was the heater kicking?
I don't know.
Because we shut the heater off at least like
5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago, yeah.
I mean, it could be, but it kind of sounded like downstairs this, or maybe even in this closet area. I don't know, but it definitely was behind me. But yeah, so that's makes shit even better. Yay. But during that TikTok live, it was announced that yours truly, young Chris, gets to do his alone sessions first. The excitement.
But you want to show them too on your phone what we used to spin?
If I still have it there, yeah. So this was the app that we used. We used a spin the wheel there.
Yeah.
And on that spin the wheel, you can see right underneath it that we spinned it 5 total times. We did the best of 3. So Gio's name, Chris's name, Gio's name, and then Chris's name, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, my name ended up being on there 3 times in a row. So I get to do the alone sessions first tonight. Spend our 12 hours here alone, and then do night 2, day 2, night 2 of another group investigation. And then Gio will be the last one to end these alone sessions for this series of the Garnett of this series of the Villisca Axe Murder House here in Villisca, Iowa. Yeah. I'm sleep deprived, not gonna be in here for 12 hours.
So Chris is going alone for the rest of the night tonight here in part 1, and me, I'm gonna go back to the safe house / barn pretty much. Chill in there, try to sleep. I don't know if I can because it's literally basically like you're sleeping outside at this point. And yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna try to stay warm. Honestly, don't know if I'm gonna sleep at all, but I'm gonna try to. So now that we know what exactly is going down, that might conclude the end of this video, part 1 once again. Part 2, Chris is going alone. And part 3, another group investigation, night 2. And part 4, I'm gonna go alone and conclude the 48 hours at the Villisca Axe Murder House.
And I'm already hearing shit. I'm not liking that.
Alright, we'll see you guys.